What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today I have a Patreon request from Antonio Enriquez. This is Gabby from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, with Wonder of You in the background, sort of upside down on the roof, it looks like. So it's a panel, he wants me to draw it. So I normally am on landscape paper, but this wouldn't fit, it's too narrow. So it's probably going to be portrait. I would say I'll probably end the drawing somewhere around maybe here on both sides, right? So portrait page would work for this, or even square paper maybe. But we'll try and do this. So right, we'll start with Gabby. So Josuke. Center point of my page is about here, right? His eyes are probably along this center line, right? So just here, about, right? And we'll start with his left eye, but the right eye on our page. So we go diagonal up, and then we'll bring it across, down the back. It's a real sort of square, and thicken them up, you know, JoJo sort of eyelids, quite thick. Although the manga sometimes not as much as the anime, which is interesting. Depends on the character, I guess. And then we'll give him eyelashes. So, and then his bottom eyelid, so we can see, what can we see? We can see pupil, sort of here, and then his eyelashes curved down around underneath. Bottom eyelid. Thick on the end again. Thick in general. Like so. And then he's looking down, right? So what that means, basically, he's looking down at us, his head is tilted back. Basically, you got to draw it so like the bottom of his iris is cut off, right? So to make it look like the eyeballs are in the down position. So if you think about the anatomy of the eye and the way the eye rolls in his head, right? So it looks like he's looking down, because we can see the top of the pupil, but not the bottom. And then his pupil in there. And so depending on if you're doing manga like style or whatever, you can add some shines, some like highlights in the eye, right? Like that. And he does have a line underneath the corner of his eye here. And some more eyelashes. Like so. Okay, so his other eye, it's actually drawn slightly different, right? But we're eye width, okay? So the width of the eye, we're in proportion in JoJo. So the width of the eye will fit in between his two eyes, right? So that comes over, and the next eye starts about here, right? And we're lower down as well. So where's my ruler? So like here, see, we're on the horizontal, the eye starts underneath this eye, because his head is tilted this way, right? So we've got a head tilt. Not only is it tilted back, but it's tilted to the left. So quite a dynamic pose, which is kind of normal in JoJo. So then its top eyelid comes across here. we go diagonal down here, and it's quite thick on the end. Give him some eyelashes. Like so. So see the way, so then this eye is round down here. I think it's, was it concave? No, convex. Anyway, this is a science class, but it's curved this way. But this eye curves this way for some reason, but it's just the way the drawing is, and Enrique wanted me to copy this, so we'll do it like we see it. And so it's like his cheek is kind of pushing up his eye there, and you thicken this up. Like so, and we'll add some eyelashes back here, and a kind of a line just coming around his eye, like there, like that. Again, his eye looking down, so we want to like cut off the bottom of it. So you just do a circle. Coming around there. And where's his pupil? So pupil's quite big. So let's say I'll put it here, right in the middle. Like so, and then we'll put a highlight up there. Okay, so right. So then there's kind of eyelid lines, right? So we got like a line that comes around here. Like so. And there's like a bit of hatching or something that comes down here. There's loads of hatching in this drawing. I won't do all the hatching, right? It's extremely time consuming. So I will draw in the main parts. You know, just to get the look of it and everything. So that goes up there. And, you know, if you want to do the hatching, you can, of course. So his eyebrow then, right, so right up here, just above his eye, he's got like really big eyebrows, right? So it starts here, curves around, and spikes down. How long does it go? It goes quite long. There, right? And it's all thick on this end, so it goes to there. And then there's like some lines on the outside, and there is some hatching in here, which I will do because it's kind of straightforward. So, and maybe like a line. So there's like a little bit of hatching that isn't like too tedious, you know. But we'll just do the sides of his brow there. It's kind of black on the end. Right, and then the eyebrow over here. So it'll go, let's say this way. Down around sort of here, and then draw in the other side. So thick on this end, and then it gets skinnier as we go back, and then it kind of just curves down this way. We'll add some hatching. We'll just darken this. So Gabby has like, you know, these sort of brow kind of areas on his eyes and stuff. So right, so then his nose, right? So his nose kind of, we've got like a diagonal line that comes down to the corner of his nose to his nostril. So it'll go like from the brow, the eyebrow, out to like there. And then nostril curves around there. And then we have like these sorts of shadows, you know, that JoJo characters have on their cheeks. It's just how Araki likes to, I don't know, like define the shapes of their face. You know, in the anime it's like colored in black, but it's mostly done in hatching. We'll do it in like semi-hatching, semi-black, like so. So then the nose, right? The rest of the nose. So we have a nostril, say here, right? And then the bottom of the nose kind of comes down around here. And then we have another nostril here. So Araki's noses are always strange. So nostril there like that. Like a shadow on the bottom here. And then a nostril coming out the side. Some hatching, say, going there. And then like something coming across the top of his nose. Like some hatching here. Like a shadow on this side as well. Kind of like that. Do do do. So JoJo noses are always strange, I know. But that's the best I can do for this nose, I think. I don't want to do too much because it'll ruin it. But there's like some hatching there and stuff. Hatching on the tip of his nose. Anyway, right, so we'll move on. We'll do his lip. So top lip, so real big JoJo lips, right? So goes up, down, back up, back down, like to there. And his mouth is semi-open, right? So we have the inside up and down here, and there's like a dimple sort of on the edge of his mouth on both sides, like there, a little bit of a dot. So it looks like his mouth is closed now. So we just, to open it up, you just do another line on the inside here, comes up, down and up, down again. And then hatching on the top lip usually helps give it a shadow, kind of like that. And then like a line there. Then the bottom lip comes around. So this is done kind of roughly. So it's like a shadow underneath here. There's always like a little bit of hatching on the bottom of the lip. It's always tricky drawn from the manga, you know, because it's a real particular style, so you gotta like take your time. Right, So, jaw and chin, etc. So, jaw, like, so his head is tilted back, so his jaw kind of comes down here and it joins his neck. So we got like this sort of bumping sort of area, and then we go up here to the other side of his jaw, and then we go back up this way, up towards the sideburn of his head, like so, and up here as well, so it like curves around. So we go like that, right? So this kind of wine glass kind of shape, and because his head is tilted back, we can kind of see his chin underneath his jaw, right? So what I mean is, like, say here, it's done in kind of hatching, right? So it's not sort of a defined line really. Maybe a little bit over here, but there's like lots of this hatching. Right, so this kind of thing, and then all sort of a shadow. Underneath all this. Hatching and cross hatching and stuff. And there's some on the side of his face, like going up here and stuff. But anyway, I won't do all of that. It's tempting. It's tempting to do it. It's tempting me. It's just like, do all the hatching. Do it. Do it. Right, so we can see ears and stuff. So ear comes out, down, around and into his jaw, sort of here, because his head is tilted back, so his ears are down lower. Okay. Down to there. And then ears, so big old ears. Like that, some hatching. It's funny, he says he won't do hatching, proceeds to do lots of hatching. Sorry. Can't help myself. I just love the way he draws. So bones and ligaments on the inside here as well. And like, hats off to these guys. I mean, I draw a couple of drawings a week, but these guys do like so many panels and hours of this. Something else, really. They're dedicated artists. I don't think I could ever do a manga. Maybe. Anyway, side of his sideburns, just there, right? And then we kind of go up towards his eyebrow here. There's like some hatching that comes down onto his face, and on this side as well. It's like his hairline. This goes up eventually this way and touches his hat. So his hat then comes down. We've got some hair spikes kind of sticking out behind his ear, just there, and then his sailor hat, right? So his sailor hat will go around his forehead, down this way. It should be lower, maybe this way. Down behind his ear. And his hair is black, I think. Yeah. But anyway, the main shape for his head, hat, sailor type hat, comes out from his ear there. Up around here. The other side comes out from say here. We'll go around this way. Just kind of goes around here. It can be kind of bumpy and wavy. You don't have to be too precious about it, and just bring it down like so. And then he has some lines on it, like some sailor lines. So one kind of comes around here. Down this way. And then another one goes up around here. And we'll have to thicken these up. They're quite thick lines, so I'll just sketch in sort of lightly where they are. Like that, and then we make them heavy, dark lines. Right, I'm going to colour his hair as well, just while I'm here. Right, so I think his hat should be a little bit bigger. I'm just going to make his hat bigger on the top here. Sorry about that now, but I think it should. It looks a little bit flat here. Is that just me? I don't know. I'm going to just go out around this way, maybe down there. Is that better? Maybe. It's a bit better. I just erased this line now. I think that's kind of better shape for his hat. I'm not sure. Does it look better? Does it look better from there? Alright, so we'll go down and we'll do his neck. So curving sort of neck comes down this way, and the other side comes down here. So his neck goes right down to sort of nearly the bottom of my page here, down there, real long neck. And then we'll have some sort of like neckline, some hatching, neckline coming down this way as well. If you want, you could put some hatching underneath his neck on this side. You know, just like a shadow. Underneath his jaw. My hatching isn't the cleanest, I definitely know that. But you know, we get the idea anyway. That's supposed to be dark down here. Right, roughly like that. And then he has some hair that comes down from behind his head. Down here as well. And right, so then shoulder, let's see, so shoulder down here, kind of curves around. There's a collar going that way, then the other side is out, down, around that way, and then the top goes down here, like some hatching there, and then his shoulder goes down that way, and then some more of those black lines, those thick ones that are on his hat, sailor type, going that way. And what we can see of anatomy, so we can see, say, collarbone going this way, and therefore we should see collarbone going this way. And there's like some lines and hatching and stuff all here. And then another line for like his t-shirt, the middle of it. Just going that way. And then he's got a star. Like a, a Dio star. On his neck. Oops. Which is interesting, I think. I'll make some hatching maybe under here. And then his shoulder. So again, we're narrow on this, right? So we won't be able to go the whole way to his shoulder. So we'll stop about there, right? So that's kind of where we're going to stop, because that's all we can see in the picture. And then there's like another dark sort of line here, which will kind of follow this way. Right, that's pretty much our boy Gabby, Josuke. So now Wonder View is hanging out, literally, in the background. So, eyes, right? So he's got an eye here. So we'll just do circle, like so. And then this is another circle around it. And then this has spikes coming around as well. Just these kind of sun spikes. It's like, like when you would draw a sun as a child, you do these exaggerated sort of spikes around. There's like some hatching on the side of his eye or something here. Right, one there. And then we can't see the other one because it's behind Gabby's head. We can just see half of it. There. And then like that. And then we got like some more of those spikes. Maybe some hatching on the eye, like so. So then we have those lines on his face, right? So we got like one coming up here. And I'll go like in that way. The other one you can't see apart from the top, so we'll just do this one first. So he's upside down. If you wanted to turn your page and draw him the right way around, you could. I think that should be longer. This should be longer. Pay attention. Sorry. So it's longer there. It goes down like so. Bring it around up to there. Oop. Whoops. I'm just going to raise this line. Do, 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 do. Right, and then maybe like some hatching on the edges. And the top of this one is here. Mostly in shadow. Like so. Right, so then the bottom of his face, what we can see anyway, so we just have these like horizontal curved lines, right? Like so. So one there, skip a thick one, and then in the image I'm drawing from, they're red, but I'm sure, you know, you could do them any color you wanted, really. So then another one underneath the eyes. Across like so. Seems to be something here, but I don't know if it's a tooth or what. And then some more coming across here. And eventually we get to the top of his head. There. All those lines on the top. Right, and then more on the bottom down here. So he's got like a round chin here. And then this comes down around here. And this goes down to like there. And some of these can have hatching on them as well, if you want. But I won't do all that, because we would be here for hours and the video is long enough as it is. So then his neck starts here. Another one comes out here. Lots of these carving lines and things coming around each section. And then his arm goes this way. So best way to do that now. So we got, so say like these coils all beside one another. So this is his arm, right? So they sort of join together then. 3, 4. There. And then I think this one, the next one, sort of stops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one will sort of stop here. This is where the drawing ends, right? So I can't really see, so we'll just stop that there. We'll go a bit. So more that way. Right, so then you can see sort of his shoulder going this way. And then his chest plate goes up and off my page this way. And then it'll come back in just above here, back down. Goes in underneath his arm here, down to here. And then this has like an edge line on it. Like so, right? And then this we'll have some more stuff inside here. And like there's lots of black on this guy and things like that. So I'll color all those. So a curve line coming out here. Back in. There's like a circle or a bolt or something here with a shadow on the inside. And like hatching. This line goes this way. Hatching. There's hatching on these red things as well. And going back here, we have another red tube or something. So another thing there. And then a curved line here. Some hatching inside there. And then this looks like his stomach or something going this way, right? So he's got lots of these ridges on his stomach again. And hatching. And then another layer here with some hatching there, right? So then I think so his hand and his leg and his foot and all that kind of stuff. So we have something sticking out up here. So it's like a box or something. This comes down. Back in. Not sure if this is part of Gabby or what, but there, and it's got like some lines on it. Some like dark hatched shadow on it there. And then his hand sort of comes out from behind that. So it comes out around, goes into Gabby's hat. And we give it another sort of line here. There, then another one comes out here. This is quite complicated now. I hope this is helping you out, Antonio. This is not easy. Some hatching. And then his hand has these 4 knuckles on his fingers, right? So say, right at the back of his hand. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4. This can have some lines just on their edges. And then his hand here will come out that way. The back of his hand on this side comes out like so. Down to there. And then his thumb comes out from Gabby's hat. And then his thumb is kind of there. And then he's got those coils on his fingers as well. And we can't see all these, so we gotta stop at a certain point. So I'm just gonna draw what I can see, okay? So, like that. And then coming around here, his little finger. And then this comes out to here, and like a coil. And around to there, and then it kind of stops there. Then another coil on the finger. Then it goes that way. Back that way. And that goes back that way. Right, and then his leg. So his leg comes up here, and we've got coils all on his legs as well. Hatching on the leg. Hatching here. Difficult to see. So here goes around, down. Another coil on his leg. Like so. And then like his ankle goes up, and it's like a circle or an oval. There. And then this has like some hatching coming around. There. Then we go up. Around. We're nearly there. The foot is like the last thing. Maybe like some of the ceiling. You know, some of the ceiling is like drawn in, coming from the corner of Gabby's hat, like here or something. There's like a roof there. And then just the foot, I guess. So it comes out from here, goes across. Then we have one coil on the foot. And then the foot will go back that way. And then there's like the ankle on the other side. Like so. And some more sort of grey. Hard to make them out now, but there's just these circular kind of lines. And this is all colored dark black, and then the foot goes that way. So we're kind of like stopping kind of here. just in line with this. Right, sort of all in here is like real dark and stuff. It's all black and shaded in, really dark, right? All in here, but that would take way too long to do now, so I'll do it afterwards. But that is basically it. That's how to draw Gabby. And Wonder of You. Request from a patron. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Pretty complicated, I know, but hope it helped you out anyway. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.